Hi. Okay, so I'm on page 7, and we're talking about Grendel. Grendel was the name of this woe walker, unlucky, messed up by fate. He'd been living rough for years, ruling the wild, the mere, the fen, and the fastness, his kingdom. His creation was cursed under the line of Cain, the kin killer. So I think we talked about this in an earlier video. Cain and Abel, the world's first murderer. Okay, Cain is is his ancestor. So in other words, he comes from a long line of killers, of evil people. The Lord long ago had taken Abel's side, though none of that was Grendel's doing. He descended from bloodstains from Cain, had come a cruel kind, seen by some as shadow-stalked monsters, elves, giants who ground against God, and for that been banished. So even though Grendel wasn't born bad, because he was part of Cain's line, he was rejected by society. Under a new moon, Grendel set out to see what the horde hunted this hall. He found the ring-danes drunk, doused down, making beds of benches. They were mead-medicated, untroubled by pain, their sleep untainted by sorrow. Grendel hurt, and so he hunted. This stranger taught the Danes about time. He struck, seized 30 dreaming men, and hied himself home, bludgeoning his burden as he bounded, for the Danes had slept sweetly in a world that had woken him, benefited from bounty, even as they'd broken him. So he came into Eorut at night, when they were all sleeping, passed out on benches, grabbed 30 men, and dragged them back to his cave. When the golden teeth tasted the sky, Grendel's silent skill was seen, his kills, grim crimson spilt on banquet boards. The war horde wailed at the spoiling of their sleep. At the depths they dived into darkness while their enemy ate. Ugh. Yeah, he was eating the men, and not like, politely either, probably going for the guts first. Just plain old-fashioned disemboweling. Sorry. A mournful morning. The leader sat at his plate, old overnight, impotent at this ingress. The band tracked the invader, but not to his lair. They had prayers to call out and pains to bear. Grendel did not stay himself from slaughter. The next night, a second slaying, and then another. His rope played out and rotted through. A curse coursed, plotted without mercy, and course after course, cold in his keep. Bro, it was easy after that to count the weepers. Men fleeing to cotes beneath the king's wings. You'd have to have been a fool to miss the malice of the hell dweller, now hall dwelling. Those who lived left, or locked themselves in the ladies' lodgings, far from fault lines. Those who stayed, slain. So they had people, if they were smart, stop it, my cat. If they were smart, they ran away. If some who stayed, who were cowards, they went and slept with the ladies' holdings. So they hid out with them, or the ones who stayed and fight, they died.